Well, it was a strange scene. The fired Albuquerque cop accused of not turning on his lapel cam before he shot a young woman was supposed to have a hearing today so that he could argue to get his job back.
But what happened next had Jeremy Deere's attorney using the word hypocrisy and wondering what the city doesn't want you to see. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart was there. She's live downtown. Gabby?
Dean, Jessica, Jeremy Deere's attorney says part of the reasoning for APD firing him was for not turning on his lapel camera. Today it was the city that wanted the video cameras off. Former Albuquerque police officer Jeremy Deere says he was wrongfully fired from APD. But before he could argue his case at a public hearing with the city, the independent hearing officer told media to not take video of the city's staff or witnesses, some of whom would be APD officers.
I object to it. Ms. Levy objects to it. Her witnesses object to it. And obviously the staff objects to it.
Deputy City Attorney Kathy Levy agreed.
We don't have any objections to it.
Even though Deere and his attorney were okay with cameras, hearing officer Patrick Bingham said he'd only allow audio recording.
I would like this thing to be videoed. As part of the public, I demand it.
The hearing officer argued,
If witnesses are videotaped, there's a possibility that their testimony might be influenced one way or the other.
the meeting was postponed until the city attorney decides if video will be allowed.
I mean, we're dealing with public employees. I mean, police officers that are, by definition among the most public of public employees.
Deere claims APD made him into a scapegoat, claiming he showed a pattern of not turning on his lapel camera. Last year, Deere and APD came under fire when he shot and killed 19-year-old Mary Hawks after he says she pulled a gun on him. He didn't have lapel cam video of the shooting and claims the camera malfunctioned. Still, Deere says he has nothing to hide, so why won't the city and its police witnesses go on camera?
I think other people would probably say is pure hypocrisy. If you're being upfront and you're being truthful and transparent, you shouldn't be afraid of any sunlight or camera recording about what's going on.
Deere wants his job back with APD. His state license to be a cop is still intact. APD's official reason for firing Deere is insubordination and untruthfulness. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Gabrielle. As News 13 uncovered last year, Deere had 11 use of force complaints against him. APD would only give us the reports on 2 of them. And in both of them, Deere didn't turn on his camera and was verbally reprimanded for it. We've been pressing APD for 8 months now to see if Deere did not turn on his camera in the 9 other use of force cases. But APD refuses to let the public know.